Hey guys, it's me, Steph, with Quiendome here. Just dropping in with a word today. Now it is about 6:20. Yeah, about 6:20 a.m. I've been up since about almost 4 um, with this word in my spirit, and it started on yesterday as I was doing my studying in the book of Genesis, and of course the story of Joseph. I was reading. Now, mind you, our Father is so complex um, that we could never figure him out. So, like, I've read this 1,000 times, this story of Joseph. But yesterday, he brought a different perspective. He do every time. I don't care how many times you read um, the word, he's going to bring a different perspective as you grow. So anyway, I was reading about Joseph, and he showed me Joseph in a different light, in a different perspective. Now, I know most of you know the main part of the story where Joseph was betrayed by his brothers. He was threw into the pit, and he ended up being a prisoner in Egypt after serving, in prison for a while. He was able to take the place of the administrator of the land of Egypt. The only one ranking higher than him was Pharaoh, and Pharaoh put him in place, because he was able to interpret dreams, etc., etc. So he took me back to the story of Jacob, which is Joseph's dad, and he was showing me how Jacob was, poor at that time, and he was working for a man named Laban, and it was time for him to, leave. His work had been put in. His assignment was done working for this man. And he also wanted his daughter, which was Rachel, the one that he was working for, Laban. So when he left, he took with him his wife, Rachel, and some cattle, for wealth purposes. Because, even now, when you have cattle and different things like that, you got a little money, you got a little bread, got some livestock, etc., etc. So they went about their way. Now, mind you, before Jacob went about his way with his wife, he, went through a lot of stuff with the one that he was working for. He said he was going to pay him this. He changed his wages over 10 times. That's like somebody saying when you sign on for a job, it's $9.50 an hour, but they paying you $7.50. And then they change it up and say, no, we say $6.50, et cetera, et cetera. Now, them is unrealistic, salaries, but you know what I'm saying, just for the sake of the story. So he went through a lot of stuff. By this time he was up in age, by the time he left, him and his wife, and then they bore a son named Joseph. Now, mind you, being up in age, going through what you went through just to be together, and y'all have a baby, you're going to treat this baby, a little special and say, this is, this baby was sent from the Most High. We know it is, this is our special baby here. And, y'all, that happens a lot with people. But we have to be careful of that, because those that you categorize as your, chosen child, your special child, your angel child, whatever name you trying to put on it, you got to be careful, because you have to parent how you're instructed, not how you feel. I'm going to say that again. You got to parent how you're instructed, not how you feel, because how you feel can get you in a whole lot of trouble. So anyway, of course, they went on to have other children, other sons. And those sons were jealous. That's why I said you have to be careful on parenting how you feel, because you can affect the other siblings as well. Then it'll turn into favoritism or what have you. But what I'm saying is what Joseph went through, the turmoil and getting betrayed by his brothers because of the jealousy, it was necessary. And I don't know if I even told y'all the name of this word, but that's what it's called. It is necessary. Because of the simple fact that they treated this child really special, even got him a coat of many colors, a tunic, is what it was called back in that day. And I mean, he had all the zoom zooms and wham whams, honey. He had all the different colors. His was long sleeve. His reached to the floor like one of them, little trench coat things or whatever. And the other brothers, they received tunics, but they were just regular tunics, short sleeve, And the jealousy really ensued between the brothers and Joseph. So I'm saying all this to say that you even have to be careful with having a coddling mindset for yourself. Because if you feel like anything that goes on, any hardship that comes your way, it's always the question, why me? Why me? Why did this have to happen to me? I'm good to people. I'm this, I'm that. You got to understand that it is necessary. Just like it was necessary for Joseph to go through what he went through, lest he not been able to save his family along with a lot of other families in the land of Egypt at that time, because they were experiencing a famine, no food and drink, and they were starving, and so therefore, had he been saved from that pit that he was thrown in by his brothers, he would have never been in position to play that part to save these people. You understand what I'm saying? So whenever you are coddling your children, or like I said, have a coddling mindset for yourself, and you feel like you don't want to go through nothing, you feel like you want to save your kid from everything, and so they become adult kids, really, because of the simple fact they have not been able to experience anything. It is necessary. It must happen. It must happen. Don't you know what could have went wrong had Joseph not been thrown in that pit and then moved to the palace? There would have been probably a lot of people dying, a whole land of people. So you don't know what you're doing when you're trying to stop the hardship. You got to face that thing. You got to look that thing in the face and say, I am overcoming. You feel what I'm saying? You got to understand, not understand, because when you understand, you are under that thing that you need to be standing in. Sometimes you got to get in the mud. Like if you want to go swimming, if you want to, relax your body in a jacuzzi, you got to get in. You want to get in that jacuzzi, you got to get in. You're not going to relax nothing getting out. So what I'm saying is that you got to get in this thing. The only way to get through it is to get in it. So understand that you got to be in this thing, and that you are not in it alone. You are never in it alone. He said that he would never leave you nor forsake you, but do you know that? Because it's easy to forget what he said when that thing is staring you right in the face. And you scared to get in it like it's a pool, and you dipping your toe in there, and you like, I don't want to go through this. I don't want to go through this. You got to go on and jump in with your clothes on and everything. He'll give you a new set of clothes. He'll give you a new set of clean, dry clothes. Woo! Y'all, I got chills right now because I know that he's real, and I know that it is necessary. Whenever I go through something, I say, all right, let's go. Let's buckle up. Because now it's time to get dirty with it. I ain't worried about getting a little dirty for the greater good. Because if I know that me getting dirty now is going to provide something clean later, I'm finna get in the mud. I'm finna have mud all in my hair, all over myself. I'm getting knee deep. Because I know my Father is not going to let me drown. I know my Father is not going to leave me dirty. He going to say, now that you got dirty and you understand what it is to go through, let me clean you off, baby. Here go a new pair of clothes. Here go your new car that you've been wanting. Here go your new house that you've been toiling for and that you've been praying for. And one could say, why I got to go through all this just to get what I prayed for? He said, because when I put it in your hand, you're not going to appreciate it. Because you didn't go through nothing. You didn't work for it. You didn't do nothing for it. What type of person would that make you if I just gave? You wouldn't be ready for the first obstacle that come your way, and there will be obstacles. Because see, when he created us, he gave us free will. So therefore, people got free will to choose life or death. The word said, choose ye this day life or death. So when we make choices, good or bad, we are choosing life or death every time we do it. So understand that it is necessary, because like I said, when you have children, like I said, that you are coddling, you raise them up to be horrible adults. They still have a kid-like nature because you protected them and did not allow them to go through. You did not allow them to get knee-deep in it. Who are you to save them from it if the Most High said, let them go through it? Because I know it may sound cliche, but if he brought you to it, he'll bring you through it. And I'm a living testimony of that. He will bring you through it. Okay, so let me ask you this. You listening to me right now, I know you done went through something. You might be going through something right now. But are you dead? Or are you still breathing? Or are you on this thing watching what I'm saying? That means you made it through. If you can hear me, you made it through. So when you come up against the next thing, or when you get out of this current thing, understand that it is necessary. Understand that it's going to bring something out of you that can save somebody. It's going to bring something out of you that can help somebody else that may be going through, and you done already made it over, and you gave them that lifeline and say, you can make it. I made it. And he's no respecter of person, sister, brother, so you can make it. And if I can help you, I'm going to do it. But see, you got some people who don't want to understand that the hardship that they go through, or the issues and obstacles that they are experiencing, is trying to bring something out of them. Stop trying to pull back. Don't resist. Because you are doing yourself a disservice. You're doing your child a disservice whenever you resist what is inevitable. You are also out of position, because whatever he brings out of you through this hardship is going to put you in a position, like I said, to help others with everything that they need, everything that he's called you to speak to them. So, y'all, I just wanted to come and bring that word to y'all, because it is necessary. Ain't that something? What a play on words. It was necessary that I brought you this word to tell you that it's necessary to go through that hardship, because you are not alone. You are not alone. You are not alone. And even though he may be there and you cannot see him, but you can feel him. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So how strong is your faith? It gotta be strong, y'all. You woke up, you breathing, you living, you moving, you're eating, you're drinking. How come your faith is not strong? And something that is not of yourself would wake you up, would watch over you at night while you sleep, and you still don't believe that he with you even through the hardships? In this case, the grass is greener on the other side. Oh yeah, it is. So I need y'all to stand. I need y'all to believe. I need y'all to understand that he will never leave you nor forsake you, no matter what it is you're dealing with. Because you act like something caught him by surprise. Ain't nothing catch him by surprise. He knew it was coming, and he allowed it. Because he knew what he was going to do with you when you was through. Woo, my goodness. Come on, y'all. Let's make better choices. I'm going to always promote that. Make better choices. Stay prayerful. Prayer is just a conversation, an ongoing conversation with the Father. Stop trying to act like you got to be on your knees. You got to have your hands like this. You got to do this. You got to do that. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. No, this is an ongoing conversation. But the world has put so many titles on things to make you, and traditions and ways of doing things and religion. See, I don't deal with religion. You get what I'm saying? Look up the root word of religion and see what it means. I don't do religion. I'm a follower of the Most High, and I have a relationship with the Most High. And I am a conduit of the Most High. I am a vessel of the Most High. You see, I don't get caught up in these four walls, at this, what you would call, the building, the church. Because like I always tell people, when we come into those four walls that we call the church, we make it the church because we are the church. That is but a building. So anywhere you are, you can worship. You can, his presence is there. He's always with us because he abides in us. And the word said, if he abide in us and we abide in him, then we are friends indeed. We locked in. Now, I'm not saying nothing is wrong with going to meet and because Paul said, do not forsake the assembling of yourself with your brothers and sisters. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But we got to quit getting so caught up in this building, not knowing that you are the temple, you are the building, you are the hands and feet in the earth that he is using. So it don't matter where you at. You can be in that shower and have a conversation with him. He can drop what he wants you to help people with, what he wants you to say, what he wants you to tell the people, all in that shower and anywhere else. If that's even a word, anywhere else. But y'all, I'm on fire right now because I want y'all to know that it is necessary. And it's okay to say, hey, I messed up. Hey, I made a wrong choice. It's okay. It's necessary because guess what? You ain't going to make that same choice next time. At least you need to be trying your best not to. So be of good cheer, for our Savior has overcome the world. And if we are heirs to that promise, baby, we are overcomers too. Woo! Come on now, come on. Let's go, let's get it. Just as much tenacity as we have for the things of the world, let's have that tenacity for our Father. Let's have that tenacity for the assignment that has been given to us. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is perfect and never will be, but we walking this thing out the best that we can. Do your best and he'll handle the rest. Don't worry about nobody judging you. Don't worry about nobody being a hypocrite and lying on you. Let them do it because you going to shine through and through. The time will tell the real. So I know what he's done in my life and what he's still doing. I just felt like I was giving so much to the world. Now it's time to give back to who first loved me. And I love him and I'm going to obey him because he first loved me. Not because of what he can do or what he did. If he don't do another thing, I'm good. I'm good. I will settle for that. So, all right, I'm going to get off of here. It's almost, I think it's almost, about 7:30, 7:45, but I just wanted to come, 6:30, 6:45, but I just wanted to come and drop that in y'all's spirit today to remind y'all it is necessary. Do not be afraid of these hardships because it is pulling something beautiful out in you. It's pulling something that you didn't even know that was in you. That's the wonderful thing about it. He'll pull it out of you. You hear me? Let him pull. Let him pull it on out because it's going to be beautiful. And if he pulls something out that I need from you, I pray that you will be available for me to call you and say, sister, brother, I know you went through this. What you think about it? I'm going through it now. I'm dealing with it. What you think about it? What tips can you give me to make it through? That's how we got to do, y'all. It's a cohesive unit. No competition. That's just a made up word because everything that you was destined to do, everything that I was destined to do was already ordained before we was even born. So let's eliminate that word competition and jealousy and all that. For what? You can't do what I do and you can't do what I do and I can't do what you do. I wasn't destined to. So y'all, come on. Let's wake up. Let's get this going. Y'all have a productive, blessed day on this wonderful Friday. I'm lifting y'all up in prayer like always. I pray that only the prayer warriors, the real prayers, are lifting me up because, once again, that's the only ones I want praying for me. I hope the same for y'all. And I'm out of here. I love y'all. Blessings.